Hey guys, when I was up in Revelstoke, I had an opportunity with the nice, beautiful, dark skies to get out and try the Panasonic G85 and doing some nighttime lapses. It was really fun to try and figure it out. I don't know what I'm doing, but I played with some settings. I felt like I kind of got some decent results. But you can let me know in the comments if you liked it or not. Anyways, I used the Panasonic G85. I'm using the 15mm Leica lens. For the first time lapse that I'm going to show you, I was actually using this wide angle converter, and I don't know, I wasn't quite happy with it. Felt like it was a little bit fuzzy. That could have been me focusing. Focusing is really important, especially when you're doing a manual focus, to zoom in on a star. And on a little tiny screen, it's kind of difficult to tell if you're actually in focus. It might look really good to you, but it's really important to get that dialed in. So I actually took this off for the next couple nights, and I felt like I got better results. So I probably won't use this again. Okay, let's get into these settings. First and foremost, you want to make sure your mode dial is set to manual mode, and then you also want to change your drive mode dial, which is on the left hand side. You want to change that just to single shot for now. We will be putting it to the time lapse setting, but for now, for getting set up, you want to take a single shot. Okay, so while you're in manual mode, we want to adjust the white balance. So for that, you're going to press the white balance button, and then you're just going to scroll over to the manual white balance setting. I have mine set at 5600, which is kind of like a daylight white balance, and press enter to set that. And then we want to go into the ISO, and we're going to adjust that off auto to 800 or 1600. I did 1600, so I'm going to stick with that. And then what we want to do is we also want to make sure that our lens itself is set to manual focus. On the 15mm, there's an actual button or a slider for it. If you don't have that for the lens you're using, then you can use the focus lever and just put that over on manual focus, and then you should be good to go. Now, what you're going to do after that is you want to adjust your exposure time. So that's going to be this indicator right here. So that's 1/200th of a second. We want to move it to the left, and then we're going to get up into seconds. Now I was shooting at 20 seconds for shutter speed, and then the other one, so that's using the rear dial, and then this front dial here is going to adjust the actual aperture. And the lower you set that, the more light your lens is going to let in. Now this is based on it being set on auto, so you see there's a little A right there, that's set on auto. I actually normally just move that over to 1.7. You'll see that's set to 1.7, and I can no longer adjust the aperture. So you can do it either way, whatever way you want to do it is fine. Okay, so then once you've kind of got all that set up, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put that on a tripod, and you're going to want to manually focus. You're going to want to manually focus the brightest star you can kind of find and see if you can get that focused as well as you can. When you think you've got that done, then you can take a shot and let that finish. And then what you can do is you can go and preview that. So let's go to the first one, this one right here. So in this particular one here, you can use the rear dial to zoom in. You want to zoom all the way in and just kind of look at the stars and see if it's blurry or not. And if it's not, refocus and see if you can get it nice and as crisp as you can. So if I actually back this out and jump to this one, and we zoom in on that. This one, all the stars are a little bit tighter, so a little bit more focused. It seemed to look a lot better to me. And then once again, I think I have one more. I did this one here. We'll zoom in on that, and the more time you spend focusing it, the better your results are going to be. It sucks. It does suck when it's not focused and you do a whole time lapse for the whole night and then you come out and realize that it didn't turn out very well. So anyways, that's kind of how you do that. Set that up on the tripod, and then what we want to do is we want to move that over the drive mode dial over to the time lapse mode. And then we want to click the menu button, and then you'll see that there's the time lapse. We'll go in here and we'll change the shooting interval, and right now I'm set at 20 seconds and an image count of 240. So when I'm done with my video and I'm processing it, I do it 24 frames a second. So 240 pictures is going to get me about 10 seconds of video. So I might end up bumping this up to 480 over the night. To get myself 20 seconds or possibly even 30 seconds of video. But at 20 seconds per shot, you don't get very many. You get 3 pictures a minute, and so it's pretty tough to reach 480. So if you have your time set, it'll tell you what time you're going to finish. So you can kind of judge either when you want to go back out again or whether you've made it all night or whatever you want to do. Anyways, those are the settings. I hope that I kind of explained it clear enough for you. Anyways, if you have any questions, throw them in the comments and I will try to answer them as best I can. If you like this video, don't forget to click the like button. If you want to see more videos, don't forget to click the subscribe button. And if you want to leave me a comment or drop me some wicked settings for the Panasonic G85 and nighttime lapses, drop them in the comments below. I'll read them, or send me an email, or whatever the case may be. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.